Hey guys, I'm Rohit Khurana, your host on Intellect Digest, and in this video I'm going to give you a box content as well as hardware tour of the Micromax Canvas 4, which is the flagship phone from Micromax, has been launched recently here in India. Let's get started. Starting with the size and physical form factor of the Micromax Canvas 4, this phone is fairly handy with a 5-inch display and the slimness is around 9mm or 8.9mm to be precise. The build seems to be very impressive and improved over the Micromax Canvas HD and previous generation devices. This is actually a metallic build. Let us start with the front. So on the front we have a 720p high definition display with a display resolution of 1024 by 720 pixels. There are 3 touch capacitive buttons just below the screen. On the top you have a standard speaker mesh, followed by a 5 megapixel front facing camera, a few sensors over here. On the top you have a standard audio jack of 3.5mm. There is a small cut over here. Also here, these are the antenna cutouts. Also there are 2 cuts down here. There is a standard microphone hole and a micro USB port for charging as well as data syncing. On the left hand side you have a large volume rocker key, again finished in metal, and the tactile feedback is so far the best I have seen in any canvas device. On the right hand side you have a power or wake up key. This metal lining runs all around, and this is in fact a metal casing on which the phone has been built. On the rear you get the secondary mic hole for noise cancellation, followed by an LED flash and a 13 megapixel shooter at the rear with a Micromax branding over here, and the speaker slot cutout over here again with Micromax branding. The problem with the speaker cutout is that if you put it on a flat surface, you will see that the sound gets slightly muffled. So it is one of these little problems that I have seen in music playback or video playback. If you keep the phone on flat surface, the sound gets muffled. Let me remove the back flap and show you what lies beneath. So under the flap you get a large 2000 mAh battery, and you have 2 SIM card slots. These are normal SIM card slots or the mini SIM card slots. You don't need to get your SIM cut. It does not need a micro or nano SIM. There is a micro SD card slot in the middle of it. This phone has 16GB internal memory, out of which around 10GB is available. If you want more memory on your phone, you can add a micro SD card to expand the memory capacity of this phone. The unit we are testing here is white in color. You also get the Micromax Canvas 4 in grey color. Another thing worth mentioning is that it has Corning Gorilla Glass on the front, which gives it not only strength but also scratch resistance, so you don't need to put a screen protector, and it gives a really nice pleasurable touch experience. The glass is slightly curved at the edges and it gives a nice feel to scroll from edge to edge of the phone. The 5-inch display of the Micromax Canvas 4 is pleasant and is much improved over the Micromax Canvas HD. The black tones or the contrast ratio of this display is much better. This is an IPS LCD display. As you can see from steep angles, you can see the icons, and the display still seems very good even at extreme angles. Talking of the specification, the Micromax Canvas 4 is powered by a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor by MediaTek, which is clocked at 1.2 GHz and has 1GB of RAM accompanying it. It runs the Android Jelly Bean 4.2, which gives a good software user experience. There is 16GB internal memory, out of which around 10GB is available to the user. If you need more memory, you can add a micro SD card to expand the memory, but for most of the users, 10GB internal memory is usually good enough. Talking of what all comes in the box, the Micromax Canvas 4 comes in a swanky box. This is a transparent cover, much like you see in the Apple iPod packaging, and along with this box you get a standard wall charger which is neatly designed. This is a 1A quick charger. There is a flat cable of micro USB to USB converter, and this looks to be very good in quality. You also get these flat in the ear earphones along with integrated headset, and you get a microphone to accept calls or reject calls with a button over here. You get a user manual, few other manuals, product manuals, and warranty information. There are also some extra tips for the microphone, so if you are not comfortable with the size of the tip, you can replace it with the one which suits you. This is all we have on a quick hardware tour and box content video of the Micromax Canvas 4. For more videos on the Micromax Canvas 4 series, please check out the links in the description below. Also check out our playlist with the name Micromax Canvas 4. This is Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.